is now in session for the trial of Mr. Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claimed that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Velasquez to the stand. Miss D. Velasquez is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I just like needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Velasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay! Why? She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had sound taken. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. Huh? There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me there. I thought it might be risky to walk. What with that monkey's head toppling over? I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. Miss Velasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare! Mr. Velasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. And what was Mr. Velasquez doing during her break? Is it obvious, Your Honor? He was meeting with the Steel Samurai! Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Velasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Velasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that motor weapon again? Oh, yes, the semi-sphere. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How can I possibly use that heavy sphere as a weapon? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, it has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the motor weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the motor weapon.
Take that!
I present my proof, the so-called motor weapon. But that is the motor weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene 1 through? But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the motor weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this motor weapon then.
Take that!
Look at this photo. What is this? What? That's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. If it was a close kept secret at the studios, what does this have to do with the court case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Lee Velasquez meets Jackhammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. White. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? In the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? I returned to a trailer on the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. White, how could she have dealt with it? Well, she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands. For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do it in the deed of in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how to carry the body.
Take that!
Miss Velasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course Sal Manella has it to be a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Velasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Mrs. Velasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. When? So, what happens next? Don't! Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said. Wait, so you mean... Steve Vasquez, so it was you! You killed Jack Hammer! Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. As the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I'd like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Velasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question why I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again! You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness! I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed! Valet, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized he did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth? I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close. We're close. She might be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, so sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Script in your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second! I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well. Mr. Vasquez, please continue.
Objection!
Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think! Miss Velasquez says he didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? He would have to have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change in the defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Velasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers! What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg in the photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the one through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. You must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Mr. Velasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but was it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And what is he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Mr. Velasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that steel samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order! Order! I will have order! Witness! Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Velasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Ugh. Why are the wheel killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he fell on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would he have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove he has a motive? Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Velasquez's motive in this murder.
Take that!
This is my proof. This is a photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Velasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Velasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident perpetrated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Velasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day. In Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Velasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Velasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Velasquez's motive for murder. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood! All Miss Velasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense! What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Velasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole his steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security ladies into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Velasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him for all those years. So, you did it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Velasquez! What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Velasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Anel! Anel! Don't touch him! Miss Velasquez! Oh! Please. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Velasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright! Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Your Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Velasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because...
Take that!
Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show. And as the villain, Taboo, the kids loved Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP! Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume, and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Huh? Nick! Edgeworth! Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Now, I really want to thank you. Velasquez would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I had expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if they're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir over that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming changed. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they would seriously go through with it. You have to buy the train cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant! Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP got to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real powers.